So my life before HIA was bleak and desperate. I've never really had a place to call home. Ever since I was a kid, I just lived in different spots temporarily.
Just a lot of chaos and turmoil and abuse and violence, and it just wasn't something that I ever felt safe in.
I had really hit rock bottom just before I got to Hope Is Alive. I overdosed 3 times the week before I decided to get clean.
Life for me was on the street. I was running around with a backpack, nowhere to go, homeless.
I had been living in a pop-up camper with no running water, no electricity, and I was in a relationship with a man that was physically abusive to me.
I was so nervous on my way to the program. I just didn't know what to expect. I was scared. And
I thought I was gonna have to walk in and people were gonna have to know not to mess with me, and it just wasn't like that. I was met with love and compassion and patience.
it was, at first you're taken back because you're just not used to having love at all. But it was just pure love. It was pure just happy that you're there and glad to see you. And we want you to make it. We want you to survive and stay out of your addiction.
I remember in the closet I had a letter wrote, and it said "Welcome home" on that letter. To see that and know that I had my own space to drop that backpack on the ground and say, this is where it begins. This is where my life starts.
I had left everything behind, so everything I had was in a cardboard box. And I felt a lot of shame about that because I didn't even have, luggage or anything to, put my things in. I was embarrassed. And these women, they didn't even care. They didn't look at me funny. They didn't treat me any differently. They just said, "Where's your stuff?" And they went and they grabbed it and they just started carrying it in. And they carried it into my room and they put it down for me and they showed me around the house. And it was like everybody was just so beautiful and so welcoming. And that was the first time in my life that I could remember, being welcomed, being loved, being accepted for who I was.
I wouldn't have what I have today without Jesus and Hope Is Alive.